What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're traveling into a multitude of prisons. Starting off first at High Desert State Prison in California, then we're going to Pennsylvania, to a notorious prison called Dallas, aka the Pink Palace. All of these articles I'm bringing your way today are recent. They are recent articles about inmates who have lost their lives in prison. And I'm not speaking on natural causes. Alright, so I've been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, so I gotta get caught up on this. A lot of people have been losing their lives lately behind bars. But first, please, if you're new to this channel, we talk about all things prison and crime related. If you haven't noticed already, do not forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell before you leave if this is the kind of content that you're into. Now let's jump into High Desert State Prison in California, where a young man lost his life. High Desert State Prison is a high-security state prison that houses level 4 inmates located in Susanville, California. Opened in 1995, it has a capacity of 2,324 persons. As of April 30th, 2020, High Desert was incarcerating people at 141.4% of its design capacity with 3,286 occupants. The security class on this facility is considered to be maximum to supermax. An inmate at California's High Desert State Prison was fatally stabbed in an attack by two other prisoners. About an hour earlier, staff observed inmate Ricardo, 26, punch Lipe, knocking him to the ground and hitting him in stabbing-like motions. Another inmate by the name of David, 27, allegedly joined in. Officers stopped the attack by firing 2 rubber bullets, and then they found 2 inmate-made weapons. Ricardo, 26, and David, 27, were placed in segregated housing pending the investigation. Christian Lipe, 24, was pronounced dead at 7:30 p.m. Monday at the prison near Susanville. Was doing 9 years for assault with a deadly weapon, assault with force likely to produce great bodily injury, and an enhancement of inflicting great bodily injury involving domestic violence. So there you have it, a little rundown on a recent murder coming from High Desert State Prison in California. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think this shit only happens in the movies, think again. People are getting stabbed to death in prison every single day from East Coast to West. It's only getting worse. I'm over here trying to tell you. I'm the one reading these articles every single day. Fools are dropping like flies in prison, not from staff or anything crazy. I'm talking about from inmate on inmate violence. Stabbing dudes anywhere from 5 to 100 times. Dying alone in a freaking cell. It's not a game. I know a lot of people watch my stuff for entertainment, but hopefully this keeps people out. But before we get into this story, let's keep in mind this is coming from California. It's probably definitely gang related, or you heard charges that Lepe was in there for. He was doing 9 years for, I believe, a felony domestic violence charge. That could have very well been the key factor in this whole situation because, I mean, I don't know how it goes in California when it comes to the paperwork thing, but that could have been something that fueled it. You know, a felony domestic violence, that means he either broke some bones, split some skin. It was severe. They enhanced his charge. That's how severe the domestic violence was. But it could have also been gang related. A lot of murders I've read coming from California prison is usually behind some kind of drug debt, but it's gang related at the same time. All of that is usually intertwined. So when I read these stories, I mean, like, I read stories from the East Coast over here, like I'm about to read to you in a second. They just kind of happen, right? They just kind of happen. Some people just get mad at each other. Next thing you know, they're getting beat to death. That's the next story I'm about to bring your way. But in California, usually it's planned and it's calculated. And you know, I don't really read any stories where it seems as though it was just spur of the moment, killed each other. But who knows what happened with this individual. I just wanted to bring a couple stories your way to let you know that this shit is happening still in prison. And it's not slowing down. People are getting killed left and right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the Greyhound station. And I do apologize. We're buying tickets to Oklahoma, not Pennsylvania. I do apologize, all my Pennsylvanians. But it's a delightful surprise for all my Oklahomians. Oklahoma County Detention Center has now identified an inmate who was killed by his own cellmate. Nobody goes to jail to be killed, says Greg Williams, an administrator for the Oklahoma County Detention Center. But that's unfortunately what happened inside the jail over the weekend. On January 2nd, 2021, during a routine site check at approximately 7:10 p.m., Oklahoma County Detention Center staff observed a detainee within his cell with what appeared to be a weapon in his hand. Upon further observation, the detainee sharing the cell was observed on the floor, partially under a mattress, and blood was seen in the cell. Additional staff was called for assistance, and after multiple attempts to de-escalate the armed detainee, he was sprayed with an inflammatory agent in order to disarm him and remove him from the cell. The victim received medical attention at the scene but was not breathing and no heartbeat was detected. The victim, Mr. Lane, when he came into the detention center, he had a boot, a walking boot, a brace that he wears all the time, and it had a metal bracket in that brace. In that boot he wore, Williams said. They believe that Brown used that metal bracket to kill Lane. Brown was booked into jail on several charges, including several counts of aggravated assault and battery, robbery, and drug possession charges. One person stated, "I was on the phone with my boyfriend when he stated at 5:30 p.m. a man was screaming for help. At 7:21 he called me back to inform me that the man was yelling because he was getting beat to death in his cell." This man just got his boot smoked, literally. His cellmate took his boot and beat him to death with it because it had a metal brace in it. That shit's crazy, man. County jail, Oklahoma. It is not a game, ladies and gentlemen. People are getting beat to death. Can you imagine sitting there in a cell screaming for help? People are on the phone listening to it, probably watching the whole thing go down. But nobody helps. While you get beat to death with your own boot. But that's a sad reality of lockup, ladies and gentlemen. People are losing their lives every single day. You never know what's going to happen. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell if you did. Go check out all the links in the description of the video. Add me up on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Go buy yourself some Lockdown 23-in-1 merchandise off of Teespring. I got some new merch coming, I promise. It's coming.